Is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem the best animated movie of the year? I wouldn't go that far, but it's definitely one of the best animated movies I've seen this year. And as a longtime TMNT fan, it brought me my joy back. I can confirm that I like turtles. I had the opportunity to watch Mutant Mayhem last night at an early fan screening. Look at the poster, look at the poster. Now we gotta talk about how special this movie really is. I'm gonna give you my quick, honest, spoiler-free thoughts of the film, so don't worry, there's not gonna be any spoilers. And as a reminder, this movie and many movies out there would not be possible without the writers and the actors who are currently striking. So if you would like to learn more about how you could help support them, be compensated fairly for their work, click the links in my bio to learn more. But back to the Turtles, man, they were done justice. Matter of fact, but seriously, this movie made me feel like a kid again. It brought back that inner child in me that grew up loving the Turtles. I went to go watch this movie by myself because my girlfriend didn't want to go watch it with me, and I still had a damn good time. The major thing that stands out is how beautiful this movie looks. The animation is gorgeous. It's like watching an animated oil painting with some sequences that look like they were hand-drawn. I mean, there's definitely influences of Spider-Verse, but this is something completely different, and it deserves to be praised for its own merits because it's really like watching a painting. I'm telling you, there's like 4 or 5 times I was like, that's a Banksy. And all of these beautiful visuals and animation were just amplified by the soundtrack. This soundtrack goes hard. I can confirm that every single time you play Annie Up, it's gonna go crazy, and it still slaps. We got a Tribe Called Quest on here, and it was just a banger soundtrack. And the action scenes, the action in this movie was so damn creative and invigorating. The animation combined with like the way they set up the shots and edited around that was just so damn creative and just chef's kiss. And all of the aesthetics aside, for the first time in TMNT history, we have actual teenagers playing the Ninja Turtles. And when I tell you their chemistry was off the charts, Definitely helps that they filmed all of their voice acting sessions together in a room. They showed a nice little clip before watching the movie of them recording their lines, and you could just tell they were just teens being teens, and their chemistry is palpable. It comes off like they're actual teenage brothers in the movie. Perfect. They even let these kids improvise some lines, so you'll hear Riz, "We outside, yerk," and really any other type of New York slang you could think of. It took me a while to get adjusted to that because this is targeted for like a younger audience. Even though they get away with some questionable jokes, it's definitely targeted for a younger audience. And I love how this plays into the story too. In this movie, they haven't fought anyone yet, so when they get into their first fight scene, they're all like experiencing fighting people for the first time, and they're kind of like surprised at how good they are at this shit. Really, the entire storyline and plot is very simple, like most of the TMNT storyline. They just want to be accepted for who they are. It's very much an X-Men type movie, especially with the introduction to the other mutants and April O'Neil's character, who I just gotta say, Io Adibari, put her in everything. Yes, chef. But like I mentioned before, the plot really kicks into gear once we're introduced to the other mutants, led by Superfly, played by Ice Cube, which is just one of the most slam dunk casting choices in history. He's got one of the coldest character introductions of all time. It's just Ice Cube being Ice Cube is perfect. I could have used a little more Bebop and Rocksteady, but I mean, they were Bebop and Rocksteady. Seth Rogen and John Cena were both pretty good. But the standout to me has to be Paul Rudd as Mondo Gekko. I'd kill for him. I'm sliding for him. I love him. Give me the spinoff right now. And Jackie Chan as Master Splinter? Chef's kiss, come on, man. What do I even talk to? What do I have to say? What do I have to say? What do I have to say? And I love how they intertwine his character arc with Superfly's character arc because they have similar ideologies, but they go about it different ways. And Superfly actually helps him to come to terms with him without going into spoilers, which I just thought was pretty good writing. Overall, Mutant Mayhem was a step in the right direction for the TMNT franchise. Great action, lots of fun, lots of jokes, lots of heart, lots of humor, and surprisingly great emotion. Good thing we're getting that Tales of the TMNT on Paramount Plus to continue expanding this universe, and I can't wait for future sequels. And if you're a fan of the Ninja Turtles, I think you're going to end up loving this movie like I did. General audiences might not love it as much. For me personally, I gave it 4 out of 5 stars on Letterboxd. Cowabunga! Oh yeah, and there's a post-credit scene that made my theater go, what? But let me know your thoughts down in the comments below, and as always, like and follow for more.